Hey guys, Fryedegg here, and this is episode 15 of my Nightmare 5 Sculling Guide. This is Twisted Halls. This one was a doozy, let me tell you. I'll quickly go over my loadout here. I got my crossbow with max headshot damage and mana restored on headshots. Lightning ring with chilled lightning storm and max number of targets. Tar trap with extra slow. Wall arrows with fire arrows. I have the decoy here with maxed out health and chance to chill targets when he gets hit. Archers with very important regen and reduced cost. And notice the placement here. I'm placing the decoy in front of the archers by good measure, because I don't want the chain lightning attack from the lightning bats to chain off of the decoy and hit the archers. This way he's going to shoot just the decoy. I have obviously haymakers with extra damage and chance to stun big targets. I have brimstones with they're maxed out to burn the most enemies and reset faster. I also have the mana rage trinket, which is maxed out. It's maxed out so I have the big mana bar, and it's also maxed out so the mana rage ability, when you right click it, actually lasts longer. And that's it. So we're setting up we're going to set up a strong kill box first and have nothing on the other side. So we have to kill the waves on the weak side as they come out. Always be careful when you're hopping across that. You don't want to fall in the lava. So as you can see, the brimstones are very, very good for taking out the kobolds. That's why I like having them there. Oh, scorchers as well in the mix. Scorchers are very, very powerful. They're probably next to the haymakers. They're doing the most damage in the kill box. But the decoy is actually the key here. The decoy is what's number one, is what's going to keep your archers alive. Even with the regen, you get 5 lightning bats shooting lightning at them. They're going to die pretty quick. But the decoy, he manages to soak up all that damage very, very well. So every round until about round 8 is when you're going to have your other kill box pretty strong. You're going to have to come down here and sort out these waves, which isn't very difficult if you have the lightning ring, and even if you had the blunderbuss instead of the crossbow. I just prefer the crossbow for the headshots. I find that it's one of the fastest ways to kill ogres, and easiest because you're getting mana back with every hit, so you can just keep them stun locked, super easy. And always try to come back to your main kill box and help combo and help kill over here. You always want to combos are I think even more important now, because the bigger the combo, the more coin you get. So it's kind of nice to get big combos. helps you out in the long run. I also like to put more decoys up here in case an orc like that one there that I just killed, in case they get thrown past the kill box by the haymaker. This way they can, when they go up the stairs, they're going to go after the decoy instead of going right in the rift. Eventually we're going to have some more defense up there. We'll have some arrow walls and some other stuff, but for now the decoy's good enough. The earth lords, just how you see me do it, headshot them, and then I usually just stun the counterparts and then headshot them, and then once it gets down to the smallest elementals, I usually just spam them to death. It usually works pretty well. And the mana rage trinket's huge here, because it gives you so much extra mana to just cast your lightning storm and just chain lightning down a whole entire wave. And you see just right there, I use the mana rage ability, so my mana is filling up super quick. That's always helpful. I usually try to use it, once in the earlier rounds, this way, because I know it's going to reset, and I'll be able to use it again in the later rounds, because it does have at least a minute cooldown on it, maybe more. So it looks like more like 2 minutes. So yeah, here you see me dealing with the elementals. Just pop them, give them the breakdown, stun them, headshot them some more until they break down some more, stun them again. Very simple to deal with. And I'm going to put a decoy here to help, in case, like I said, any orcs get up to there without me there. The biggest challenge you're going to have with any wave, as far as enemies, is going to be, you see I just used one of the logs there to help out, then the wave, and another log. these kobolds here, these especially on your unguarded side, these are going to be your biggest challenge to deal with, is making sure the kobolds are dead. I just dropped a log to help kill any other orcs that were behind the elemental. I don't know how many I actually got, but I don't really care. Just make sure you use the logs. I think the logs are going to be more helpful in these early rounds rather than later on, because later on you should have your kill boxes set up and they should be doing their job. So the logs wouldn't be as important. So, and as you see, the decoys helping out already. The archers were going for it. The only thing that doesn't go for it are the kobolds, and then the smallest of the earth elementals don't want to go after it. The other thing you could do with the decoy is you could instead of bringing the one that chills when it's hit, you could possibly bring the one that resurrects itself after it's destroyed.
It's like making orcs also.
I meant to bring the one that resurrects when I first did this, but I brought the chilled one, and to be honest, I like the chilled one. It actually ended up working. Like the first time I tried this strategy, it worked fine. Oh, and let me state that this strategy was come up. Me and Nanania actually came up with this strategy. We played it on co-op because we wanted to see how if Nightmare was different in the later rounds. It's not really too much different. It definitely gets more hectic. We learned that the Cyclops Magi are probably the most problematic enemies that you're gonna get. But she was a big help in coming up with this kill box, and she should be having a video post of it very soon. If she doesn't already have it posted, I'm not sure. But yeah, this was a joint effort coming up with this. So if she's playing the sorceress, I mean, I would think she, instead of having the tar, she might have either steam traps or like ice vents there instead, and probably the same. Everything else would be the same. Well, obviously the wall arrows would probably be acid sprayers, but other than that, her build would probably be pretty much the same. So it's kind of just rinse and repeat until you have your secondary kill box built. As you can kind of see, I'm getting that strong kill box done, because like the idea is once that one's done, you can pretty much not worry about that one. I've done this method on, I think, what other math did I do? I think I did it on Twisted Hall's Warmage. That's how I did it. I set up a strong kill box versus nothing on the other side. But the strong one, if you set it up strong enough, you can confidently leave it alone. Once in a while, the hunters will sneak through somehow past the decoy, which is beyond me. They shouldn't. That decoy that's either in the kill box or at the top of the stairs should stop should get the hunter's attention. I don't know if that's a bug that they ignore it, but it happens sometimes. So we're at round 7. Like I said, we're gonna try to start getting some traps up here. I'm trying to trying to get it up before the kobolds, but not quite. So the brimstones, like I said, are the most important thing for killing those kobolds. They're very, very useful. And as you can see there, I just flubbed up on the tar placement. So I'm already thinking in my mind, like, all right, as soon as this round's about to end, I need to be back over here so I can sell that tar, because this is one time where having OCD with your kill box isn't really being unreasonable. You want those. You don't want to have a half tile space with no trap there. You want these kill boxes being efficient and working as good as they can, especially since they're going to be kind of automated and unguarded by yourself. The only thing that's going to be there to help keep them there is the decoy, and they can blow up. So even if you had the one that resurrected itself, once it blows up, it has like I think a minute timer before it resurrects. So eventually what I start doing is I think I start putting, once I have extra money, I start putting multiple decoys down as they get destroyed. The benefit to the resurrecting decoy might be, you would still have to do that, but you probably you would end up having like, I don't know, 3 maybe 4 decoys down in your kill boxes from them resurrecting and you replacing them, which wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing, as long as you can. The idea is you just need to keep enemies there. So in case you're not there, they're not going to go past your kill box and go in the rift. because we've tried kill boxes without decoys, and nothing seems to be strong enough to be able to just ignore and know things are gonna die. You know, back in Orcs Must Die 1, we used to be able to kind of fall back on the swinging mace a lot, and the devs from Robot Entertainment have gone on to say that they you know, how powerful the swinging mace was in Orcs Must Die 1 was ended up being a little too powerful to where they wanted it to be, so they've tuned it down quite a bit in Orcs Must Die 2, to where it's still effective, and it's a very good trap, but it's not, you know, the swinging mace is there and everything's gonna die. Which is kind of how it was in Orcs Must Die 1. If you had, like, especially if you had like a barricade line with like 2 maces, like nothing was getting through there. It was gonna just explode at anything that came through, even armored ogres. So now it's here come the Cyclops Magi, like I was talking about, and they can be a pain. They're gonna shoot. This decoy right here is the one that's really gonna be in trouble. Is the one that's in your kill box. As they're approaching it, they have a very big range, and you can see it just took a hit. They start just pelting it with their energy balls, and see it's just going to take a lot of damage, and they will end up blowing up your decoy a couple times in this play.
It's funnier when multiple
not really too much we found to combat it. You know, sometimes if you stun them, it might, like I'm trying to do here, it might break them from their chain firing and make them walk forward a little bit more. As you see, they blew up this decoy here. I'm trying to get some, you know, waiting for some coin to roll in so I can drop another one. But that's why I have some more decoys up on the staircase there, just in case something were to sneak past. I still have another decoy before the rift.
Not in my house.
Because the one that's there for the archers is set back too far, where something would just go in the rift before they would start paying attention to it. So they're even shooting that one now. These stupid assholes. Hate these guys. The robot really did well with these Cyclops Magi, I think.
Keep it coming.
Because they were kind of just big pussies from in the first one. It's like, hey, Cyclops Magi, who cares? You know, you just steamroll them and they die, and they're really weak. And their attacks, they might have done a good chunk of damage in the first one, but I honestly don't even think they did. Just now in the second one, they're definitely a threat, and you have to be careful with them. And yeah, it's a good idea, like round 9 or 10 if you can. You will start getting more flyers, so it's not a bad idea to put like two on each side, additional archers to help out. And at the point we're at now, we're getting pretty good with the second kill box, so that one's going to be doing pretty well. So I'm just trying to actually drop some lightnings on either side to keep stuff moving through slow, and hopefully add in an extra combo point to everything with the traps that are going off. And yeah, and here goes some extra defense. I'm doing them with those wall arrows. Are perfect for if something starts climbing up the stairs, it's going to go ahead and shoot them.
The last thing you'll ever see.
I think I ended up putting 4 on each side. Some extra defense. We're almost there with the 11 to 12. I have nothing to do since I have both kill boxes set up. I'm just kind of chilling, so I was like, yeah, let me shoot at some flyers, see if I can get some headshots. And the archers do very well, because it's because of that decoy. If that decoy wasn't there, your archer would get annihilated by the chain lightning. Even with the regen. I mean, like especially this round, I think there was like more than 6 bats aside coming out. I mean, that's just too much damage for those archers to take. And especially when it's chaining from archer to archer, they just fall down all at the same time. It's not good. But that decoy, man, it's with those upgrades, it's very tanky. It takes some damage. It definitely takes a lot of damage. And then it regens so fast. I mean, Robot has done very well with the decoy, and I think it's opened up. And it's kind of making me think back to Orcs Must Die 1 that maybe, well, the decoy was a little too weak, I thought, to be able to do the stuff that it's doing now. But even in Orcs Must Die 1, like to have a decoy working like this, you could have, in a lot of cases, left barricades out. And when you leave a barricade out, that's opening up a whole extra combo point in your kill box, which I you know, if you can leave barricades, it's one of the best things you can ever do. One, it's going to save you a ton of money. And 2, it's you know, barricade is a wasted combo point. You know, it's a potential combo point that could be taken by another trap. But if you need barricades, then it's gone.
Yes.
It's forget about it. So I mean, right now we have the only thing that's not adding a combo point on our bar. Two things is the decoy doesn't obviously add a combo point, and the mana rage trinket doesn't add a combo point. But I think the mana rage trinket is for the Warmage especially. I mean, the sorceress with her bigger mana bar might be able to get away without having it, but the Warmage, his mana pool is too small, I think, to not have it on his bar. Because especially in the early waves, you're depending so much on your chain lightning and casting those lightning storms to slow down the waves that I think you gotta have that mana rage trinket. I got a hunter here giving me a hard time, and I just had to put down another decoy because the Cyclops Magi are coming in and blasting them. So I think I'm gonna put down multiples just to be safe and try to help out a little bit. I think I can't remember if I popped my mana rage trinket or not. I should. Like, this would be a perfect time to pop the mana rage trinket and just go in and wreck face on all these Cyclops Magi and just chain lightning to death. I think this is it. This is like the last guys over here. Yeah, these are the last guys of the entire wave, and we're gonna be done. So this was how we came up to do Twisted Halls to get a 5 skull. It's not really that hard. It's not really that hard at all. The way we did it makes it so it's very doable. And thanks again to Nanania for brainstorming with me to come up with that. And yeah, I'm just so happy I finally got this done. I still have to finish Crunch, unfortunately. I was having a hard time with that one. So one more map, and then this entire guide was going to be finished, and hopefully I'll start working on some endless mode stuff, and that should be fun too. But anyways, guys, this has been Fryedegg. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos. See ya.